And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike. 180. 53. Mike. Watch the flag.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch left. He's tight.
On first down, they run with Howard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. The 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check.
Now this time Wentz will throw. He's going to let this go deep for... He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays... Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Sanders now to add the extra point. No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick now. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for him.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Howard. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 95 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
25 yards there on the catch and run. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They run with Howard, and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 19-yard
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard
Mike.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he finds Howard complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick caught. It's Wilson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
4 yards on
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run it with Balaj. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick, throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by Howard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. It's complete to Grant. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Balaj. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Balaj. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Done. Waiting. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
9:55, 9:55.
Back to throw. Wentz. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Wentz to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Once again with Sanders. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's now second and 10.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This from 55 yards out. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to